basically, there's always going to be in a community a very small percent of the community that will be active. And that's just how it is. And they're the ones that you engage with. It doesn't mean the others aren't participating, but they want to participate passively. That's okay. They can. You just have to communicate and engage the enthusiasts, the ones that are the 9% out of the 999. Yeah. It's actually about good quality content consistently. So it doesn't matter how often, as in, it's actually the important word there is consistency. So you pick what you think you can do and you do that once a week, once a month, once every 3 days, but you do that consistently. So if you are creating good quality content consistently, that will engage your audience. If you can't maintain a community around this idea and you're doing all the right things, then it's not the right idea. Get another idea. Or just make it for yourself, but know that that's what you're doing. Anyone who asks me that question, I'm not engaging my community. If someone said to me, I'm trying to build this community and they're not engaging, I would be firing back a whole lot of questions to them. Like, who are they? What are they interested in? What's the main problem they have in their life? What keeps them awake at night? You identify the dream or the problem that the community has. And then, okay, are you creating content that taps into that? Create content that taps into that is the second step. And if you're doing that and it's not happening, okay, well, what platforms are you using? Maybe Facebook's not the way for this community. Maybe you should set up a forum. Okay, maybe you have set up a forum, but maybe your forum is an open public forum. Maybe that's the problem. Make it closed and private. I think more often than not, people don't stop to ask their market what they want. They're just so busy pushing out what they think people need to know that they don't stop and just take a step back and find out what people want. And there's great stuff out there to do that now. I mean, the online surveying tools are amazing, like surveymonkey.com. We just sent out a survey to our list and we had 700 replies overnight. People telling us great stuff. People telling us, we ask questions like, how well do we, are we giving you the information you want? How well do we respond to your questions? What's the number one thing you'd like to know about coach training? Have you enrolled in our course? If not, why not? What's the number one reason keeping you back? What's the number one thing you're looking for? Great answers. And SurveyMonkey has this great tool in it now where if you have an open text response answer, so we do a combination of qualitative and quantitative replies, but with the open text-based response, you can click on cloud and it gathers from the thousands of responses. It creates a keyword cloud with the main 10 keywords that your users typed in when they were writing. So I can take 1,000 responses to the question, say it was on climate change. What is your number one concern about climate change? Right? And I just put all my energy into that question. I put my energy into that question on Twitter, on Facebook, everywhere. I collect all the responses in SurveyMonkey and then I click on cloud and it will tell me the 10 keywords that people are interested in with climate change. And so then that's the stuff I start to produce content on to engage my audience. Your market is the world. And that's why, where is it? I don't have the long tail here, but this one, right? Sometimes people are scared of niching. They want to make the really big thing and they're a bit scared. Look, I really want to make a documentary on fishing. And if I make it on fly fishing, there won't be enough people interested in fly fishing. But the world is your market. So, there's probably thousands of people interested in fly fishing around the world. And it's very interesting to you have to develop a global mindset. So that means you have to think about time zones and you have to think about language. I have this great little app on my computer called World Clock Deluxe, which is $19. And just at the bottom of my screen, I've got Chennai, Shanghai, New York, Russia, blah, 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 blah. I've got all the times in the world. So when I look at that and I know I'm about to send out a blog post, I know what time it is and where it's going to land in which country. Because people have inboxes that are very full. So you want to mix it up a bit. You don't want to just always have your emails going out in Australian time, because then you really are going to get just one part of the world. Because if it's arrived, like if I get sent an email at 4 in the morning, by the time I get to my desk at 9:30, another 20 emails have come in, so I might never see that email.